On this week's episode, we talk about Xbox Inside. Enjoy the show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to... Taking a sip of my ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Welcome cares.
To... Holy shit. Episode 109 of One Up Me, where we one up all your video game news. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined, as always, by one Jordan-than. That's your full name, right? Jordan-than?
Sure, that'll be it for this episode.
How you doing, man? You enjoy the steak and shake today?
Steak and shake's always good. It's always a banger. I really like it a lot. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize how grateful I was to have one in town because we always ate it when we went on trips and stuff with friends. But damn, it's really nice to have one just right down the street.
That was so nice, man. I think it's like probably if you want a cheap burger, I like Wendy's, McDonald's is okay, Burger King is okay. I would never go to any of those.
Yeah, no.
Now that we have a steak and shake.
Yeah, I don't know why we go to any of those at all, really. Now that we for sure know.
I don't know. We have somebody that.
Yeah.
The last couple times we tried to go, they were closed.
True, but now we know their close hours.
Yeah,
so.
And I don't know if they're closing earlier because of Corona or what. Because they have a piece of paper that says their hours now instead of, it's not like printed on the door, right?
They took it off. It's like they took off that sticker that says.
Well, they're doing the soft opening stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Some places, so maybe it has something to do with that.
Maybe, who knows? They are still doing curbside. A lot of these dining rooms and stuff in town are still closed. But all in all, it was a good week. Good week so far.
What do you think about that, by the way?
Soft openings?
Yeah,
I think it's stupid.
I think it's. I almost think it's necessary.
Well, yeah,
but I think it's dangerous.
Yeah. Because, I get it. I worked at restaurants and stuff. And if you just don't have anybody coming in.
You go bankrupt.
Yeah. Also, all the ingredients. You can only take so much shit home and cook.
Yeah.
Especially.
Well, they're not going to order the same amount. They're not going to order the same amount of food that they would when they have their normal business hours.
No, not at all. But still, you still have all the stuff
also,
that's
just send it all
be...
home with me. I don't.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I was online earlier today, and a friend sent me a video, and I guess they're prepping to open back up one of the restaurants I worked at, and everything was out of it, and they were cleaning it head to toe because it was closed for 2 months.
Oh wow!
So
that's so bad for business.
Oh yeah, it is. They luckily all of them had side jobs and side hustles and this and that.
I'm surprised a lot of those wouldn't be closed as well.
True. Yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of the side hustles, and there were some. Like that Instacart stuff, and Uber might have been. I'm not sure if Uber was still a thing or not. Actually,
yeah, I'm not sure either.
I don't know if they considered that essential or what.
Exactly, yeah, but it's still up and down for everybody. I agree with you in the statement of that they need to do these soft opens to. Excuse me, at least get.
I think it might be a little early, but
yeah, especially if they're really controlling how many people are in there. I did see in town today that Outback was pretty popping. There definitely was way more than 10 people.
Around where we live, apparently we recently had a pretty high number of cases too.
Yeah.
So that doesn't bode well for, and it's so, I don't know. I know I've mentioned in the podcast before, but I'm immunosuppressed, immunocompromised or whatever because of some medicine I take. And I was just thinking, I think this might just be starting for me because a lot of people get to go back to work now, but I can't because I could still easily get sick.
Yeah.
But that means I can't see them because like we had a friend or two that didn't have anywhere to go. So we felt it was okay that they would come over here every once in a while because there would be 2, 3, 4 at the most. And if they literally stayed at their apartments all day, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if they came over every once in a while. But now they're going back to work. And I don't really know if I feel comfortable with them coming over.
Yeah, because it's just like anything. They're in a different environment with that many different people. Yeah, they're testing people and they're going back to work and stuff.
Exactly, they're going back to work. That's the problem.
They're still testing people, but still, there's that one person that.
Are they testing on some?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you can test people, but I would almost bet my left arm McDonald's is not.
Oh
gonna
no,
test anybody.
not everybody. Not everybody's testing people when they go.
Are you
back to
talking
work.
about just people are being tested? Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
People have been being tested for a long time now.
I was talking about it in general. Like I have some friends that live in different countries and stuff, and they're being tested as they're going back to work. They're testing people as they come inside their house, which is kind of funny.
How does that even work?
They just take their temperatures all. It's not like a test.
Oh,
They're
that's literally not a test.
Yeah.
If anything, that could give you a false sense of security.
Yeah. So no, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but just be careful out there.
One last thing before we kind of get off of this. I don't want to stay on this too long because we will come back around to it at the end, of course, with the Corona Corner. But it does strike me, even though a lot of places are opening their doors to a small amount of people, a lot of events are either still being canceled or put online.
Yeah.
So that is interesting.
Yeah.
But I guess those events are like thousands, tens of, if not even hundreds of thousands of people in one area.
Yeah, massive amounts of people. Hopefully it'll all kind of even itself out. I know some beaches here and there have opened up, and they're like, "All right, we're good to go," and they're like, "That was a terrible idea."
I feel like the beaches thing is going to be a problem.
Yeah, California. I think California opened theirs, and then they immediately shut them down again.
Yeah, I know some places in the Gulf Shores.
Yeah, they're
opening theirs. I'm sure people up in the East Coast are doing the same thing. I understand why they want to do it, but I'm not sure if it's quite time yet. But let's just jump off of that. Before we jump into the video games that we've been playing, though, we finished Gravity Falls.
Man, that show.
Except for the shorts, I have not watched the minis or shorts or whatever you want to call them.
I watched, I think just the one short we watched before our friend left. I did do some lore diving. As far, I watched some film theories on Gravity Falls. That man has videos about everything.
Oh, he has Gravity Falls videos?
Yeah. I think it's just one, though. But I watched that and some other random YouTubers' lore of Gravity Falls. That's a really good show. I really liked it a lot. It showed some interesting, spooky events for a summer vacation. For those of you that are curious, you can get the journals out there. I didn't know that.
That's kind of cool.
They actually printed the journals, and you actually need a black light and stuff to read.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Kind of want to get that now.
I think it's only the third journal, though. I don't know if they printed the first. I don't know. Who knows? I did learn that after the show came out, there was a real-life scavenger hunt for a...
Man, you really did go deep diving on this.
For a Bill Cipher statue.
Oh, that's cool.
It was nationwide. Not worldwide, but nationwide. They put out stuff, and there was little like voice recordings and different stuff like that. And there's an actual like cement Bill Cipher statue. Well, I'll let you figure out where it is if you want to go try to find it.
Yeah, I think go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just really cool. They kind of just it kind of gave fans something to do after. It connected to them to the show after. And I was like, dang, that's kind of cool. I was like, I wouldn't mind going over there and taking a picture with it, but
is it up in the?
It's up in Oregon, yeah.
Okay.
On a random trail, but there's like a series of clues and stuff, and people were apparently you had to use like the ciphers from the show. It was like this big huge thing.
The cryptograms and whatnot.
You had to use the ciphers and the cryptograms and all this other stuff to like figure out clues, and then like there was voice recordings, but you had to play those backwards, sort of a thing, and it was a big huge thing. And I guess once one fan kind of figured it out, they posted it, and it just kind of became a tourist thing. And I think it's still there. I think they kind of just like made it part of the trail. So
I'm not really surprised. This show is, begging for that kind of, outside of the show type of marketing type stuff.
Yeah,
I really think that the show is special. I think it's one of probably my favorite shows, maybe even ever. I'm probably gonna watch it again as well.
It's good.
I'll maybe have more of a grasp on it. If you like, the more I think about it, I like to compare it to like Scooby-Doo meets Twilight Zone.
Okay, yeah, I'd agree with that. There is, even if you're older, there are some enjoyable aftermarket like books and stuff you could read. One of the stories isn't, not all of it's canon, but the writers did say that a piece of information in it is canon, like just a piece of it.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's just how they talk about the show. But yeah, it covers some interesting, what is it? I guess side stories that they do Mabel and Dipper. I think one of them has to do with dragons and something. So it's like all these little interesting mythical adventures they have throughout the summer that we didn't get to see animated, but they wrote in like a graphic
Or maybe
novel
it's
or
the
something.
next summer.
Oh, that'd be really cool if they're just, I would love for them to do another season.
Yeah,
or something.
that would be great. I applaud them for ending it when they thought it needed to be ended, because I'm sure that they were getting good numbers and everything. I would be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah.
But I think the show is great. I think it ends really nicely. I would like to continue the adventure, as it were. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a comic book or something as well.
I don't know if there's an ongoing one, but I'm gonna be interested. I'd listen to. Especially with the quarantine and other stuff happening right now, I could even see them producing like a really top-notch Gravity Falls podcast.
Oh yeah. I swear I thought you were gonna say live action. I was gonna reach over and slap the piss out of you.
No, I am.
That would be cool though.
Yeah, I was just thinking about along the lines of like Marvel, how they've done things. Another podcast I'm listening to right now, Left Right Game. And then another one that's called, what's it called? If I remember it, I'll tweet out the name. But it's another short story podcast that's like a interesting thing to just listen to, and enjoy. Six Town. I can't remember it. Oh well. But yeah, I really need more. I want more from the show, but I'm in the same boat as you, where I'm grateful that they ended it where they ended it, and it didn't just become, I don't know, like a long running show that's just kind of like, well, why are you keep
some kind of an endless show that never ends?
Yeah,
put it bluntly.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to think of something to compare it to, but I couldn't think of a bad long running show.
You can't think of a bad
animated long running show.
Oh, sure.
Off the top
Bleach.
of my head.
Got him.
Ooh, okay. Isn't that supposed to be coming back?
No.
Was that a
What?
Were they memeing? Maybe it wasn't real. I don't know.
Were they memeing?
Who knows? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it has a lot of lore to dig into. I think it's great for kids and adults alike. I think everything about it is it's relatable. The characters are relatable. The animation and the art are very fun, and I think the story is good. I would highly, highly recommend it if you are especially if you're into kind of spooky things. It's a little spooky, but it's not scary at all.
Yeah, it's not going to keep you up
Like
at night or anything.
It's very Scooby-Doo-esque in that way.
It is. I think maybe asking for another season might be a stretch, because obviously the people, just like with anything, when a project ends, they move on to other stuff. I think maybe a movie could be put into works, though. I think they could swing a movie into their schedules.
I would rather have another season. But,
obviously. I'm talking about, but maybe the movie.
I wouldn't say no to that if it was good. If it was written by the same people and they got everybody back.
I don't think they'd do this. I don't think they'd like baton this off to someone else to be like.
No. Disney might, because Disney owns it.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the thing. But I don't know if they would want to sully the name. I mean, they've done it in the past with direct-to-DVD movies of some of their like best, most beloved series. So I don't know. They might do it.
Yeah, true. So hopefully we'll see. Now I wonder if there's a Gravity Falls video game.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe it'll be good.
We're just assuming that it exists.
I'm just assuming it exists. I mean, it's Disney, and Disney does love video games.
They don't make very many video games.
They don't
at all. What are you talking about?
They put Gravity Falls in their Disney Amiibo world, though.
Wait, really? There's in the Disney Infinity?
They didn't get figures. They got a world that you could. Well, not really. It's not really a world. They didn't finish it. So it's a world builder. It's a level you can go into, and you can put the mystery shack in, and you can.
Oh man.
You can.
I want to play Disney Infinity now.
You can go around with the mystery shack.
Dead game.
And you can get Mabel's kitten fist as weapons for any character in the game. So that's kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't like a playable level. They like just stopped it. They just didn't finish it. So, but Mabel and Dipper were supposed to have like their own little figures.
Oh man, that'd be dope. You said talking about the world. I think that's also something I wanted to mention. That's one reason I want more, is because the world is so interesting. I talk about One Piece and Hunter x Hunter and all these very interesting worlds, and I think that Gravity Falls is 100% up there. I want to know more about it. I want to know more about the town and the surrounding area, the people. I'm satisfied but I would love to have more. That's kind of the best way to put it.
Yeah, I definitely 100% agree with that
It's like when you
wholeheartedly.
eat a full meal, a nice meal, but you have room for more,
Yeah.
but you don't want to sell it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's a good way to put it. We know somebody that as soon as they finish something, they want to be watching something else, and I'm like, no, man, I gotta digest what I just watched. I gotta figure it out. And then
I can see that. Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to watch a lot of stuff, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I don't want to. Also, I want to do other stuff. I want to read a comic book. I
yeah,
want to play a video game, etc. Sometimes I just want to chill and watch Twitch for literally 8 hours,
yeah, because
and then I feel like a awful person. But then I just watch more Twitch,
nothing
and
wrong
it goes
with that.
away.
Yeah, yeah. For me, like after we finished that, I watched like one or two shorts, and then I just went in a deep dive, and I watched probably an hour and a half of just theory videos on YouTube.
I got some videos on YouTube videos I want to watch on it, and then I want to watch the shorts. I kind of wish we had watched the shorts, kind of interspersed, laced in with the
Yeah,
because there's one that talks about a character has a tattoo, and I didn't even know about the tattoo, and then in one of the last episodes they talk about it, but in one of the shorts they mentioned the tattoo.
yeah, it's interesting.
So that would have been really interesting to see that tied in together.
Yeah, that I think we need to start if we watch another show like this, we need to look and see if the streaming service or YouTube or whatever has things to kind of fill in the gaps here and there if we end up
I
watching
mean, most you can't. I don't really blame anybody because I've never seen anything really like that.
Yeah, I get.
Not very often, at least.
Yeah, true. I'm sure there's a couple of shows that
For
are
sure.
completely escaping my mind right now because
I want to watch the next. Speaking of, we're talking about Disney shows here, right? Or cartoons. I want to watch the new Ducktales. I watched like the first 5 episodes or so, and I think that show is fantastic. Fantastic. Gorgeous animation, great music, etc., etc.
banging theme song,
Oh man, oof! Ducktales. That's one of the greatest theme songs of all time.
old and new. I'd like both those things.
Well, they're the same. They're just updated.
Yeah,
It's the same song. I mean, there would have been riots in the street if they changed the DuckTales theme song.
It's a banger.
It's so good.
So good. Oh yeah. So keeping on the trail of animation just for a little bit, I started rewatching Code Lyoko.
Oh man, where'd you watch it?
Amazon Prime. It's all on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's also all on their official YouTube channel, which is weird, but that's
Amazon's like, yo,
that's neither here nor there.
we bought the rights for this. You put it on YouTube.
I guess. But yeah, I started watching that, and I remembered a couple things. One, some of it's really cringe.
I remember really, really not liking it.
Well, yeah, it switches from 2D to 3D animation back and forth.
What? I do not remember that. That sounds awful.
It's to differentiate between the worlds they're in, whether it's
They're in different worlds.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember about that show is bad voice acting and awful 2005 era CG.
Well, this was during the era of when the internet was really big, and so all the TV shows.
Yeah, I can't believe the internet that internet went away.
I know
that fad.
Exactly. All the shows during that time were like, we're going in the internet, and that's what Yeah, if you're just to jog people's memories, these children find a factory that has a supercomputer that connects them to another world, and they can scan themselves in to save the world from real life situations, and when they save the day, time goes backwards, and that's how every episode is. So it kind of just feels like there's no real immediate danger ever, because they can always, whenever they win, the timeline just resets and it goes back to the beginning of the episode.
So it's Monster of the Week.
Yeah, pretty much. There is an overlying plot, and I might still continue watching it. I had to remind myself there's not a season 5 and there's not like a definite ending. They did just end up getting a quote sequel, but that was a only in French live action.
Oh,
Which, yeah, I don't hate French at all. It's a beautiful language, but I need some dubs or subtitles or something. But Code Lyoko Evolution is 100% live action. It's just these random children that, man, it's awful. Don't look it up. Don't do it. But I thought it was going to be more nostalgic, kind of like watching old Digimon or old Pokemon. And I get it. It's from a French studio, but damn.
Why are you saying French people have lower standards?
No. I don't know.
I mean, they made Code Lyoko. They clearly don't have that high standards.
Well, all I'm saying is that some things age well and some things don't age well.
If I'm going to go back and watch an older show about someone going into the digital world to save the real world, I'm going to watch the remake of Digimon that's been releasing.
Damn, it's good.
I think I'm going to wait until there are several episodes. There's already until there's like a season or something.
Okay, yeah. I will say it gives you that itch every week just to what's going to happen next.
Were there like 4 episodes maybe?
I think they're on 6 now.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're who knows? I've seen a lot of stuff in my subscription box just kind of halt. But, since they're an anime studio, they don't tweet a lot. And also with the COVID stuff, they probably just don't think to tweet. So a lot of stuff just kind of stopped.
I've still got... I got to watch the new season of My Hero Academia. I got to finish this season of One Piece.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I've got a bunch. I've got a bunch of stuff.
Everybody has a bunch.
I've got some time. I've got some stuff to watch before I... until they kind of catch up, until they get to like a season or so.
Yeah, that's me. Every once in a while, I'll find 1 or 2 animes that I watch.
Anime? It's anime?
It's anime. It's anime. The plural of anime is anime.
Anamore.
Yeah. But I'll watch a couple that are released every week. But all in all, I end up just waiting until everything's out because I hate waiting every week to kind of figure out. But also, there's the disgusting ness of that random post that spoils something for you. And you're like, damn, why do I follow these people?
I don't know. I don't really follow anybody that I follow mainly like news sites and friends, and none of them have ever spoiled anything so far. And I guess that's good for me and them.
That is, yeah.
But this is a video game podcast, and I see that you have indeed been playing some video games.
I have. I played some more Sakura Wars. I finished chapter 2, where
let's hear the new
juice.
The new juice.
So Clarissa. So
Clarissa sounds like a bitch.
She's a bookworm.
What?
A bookworm. She
I
enjoys.
thought you said a hookworm. Like what are you playing?
No, man, no. There's none of that in this.
None of disgusting creatures that embed into your body?
No, not yet. I did meet a prick demon, though, but I'll get to that.
A what?
A prick demon.
When you say prick, do you mean like...
A bitch.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a prick.
Oh, no. No, he
like
just...
Like a dick.
That
but
too.
not like that kind of dick.
That too. He's like, I'm better than you. And I'm like, listen, I'm about to wreck you.
No, I meant like penis.
Oh, no, he's
like
not
a wiener.
No, he's not a penis. Yeah, I'll get to him. But yes, so the first chapter was about the first girl, Sakura. The second chapter is about Clarissa, or Clarice, as they call her in the game, which is weird because I don't know why they don't just call her Clarissa. I think that maybe they think Clarice is cuter. I don't know. Anyway, so all of chapter 2 was about her and her going through this, inner battle with herself of whatever the fuck she has going on. Turns out she has magic powers.
You just spoiled it right there.
Oh, well, I mean, they're fine. It's okay. So, yeah. Clarissa it's this whole thing with Clarissa, and you end up, just getting to know her better. And then it turns into chapter 3, which you finally get to the big thing that you've been trying to do. It's like this, think Olympics, but no. I guess it's kind of the Olympics. It's kind of the Olympics, but for mechs. So the whole world comes to Tokyo, where they're hosting like the Mech Olympics this year, and they they introduce all the teams. You also meet the other. You go to the base of the other team, the Wind Division, and like the Flower Division's base is under a theater. Well, the Wind Division's base is under a Chinese restaurant.
Why? Okay.
I don't know. It's so crazy. And so you meet London, the London Mech team, which is just 2 people. And what I'm realizing is all these other teams are only 2 people. Like, it's just 2 mechs. And the Flower Division in Tokyo has 5 people and 5 mechs.
That's why they're so shit. They have to buy stuff for 5 people.
Yeah. Also, I still don't know where we got this money from because everybody got a new mech, like I talked about last time. I still don't know where this money came from. I think there might be a prostitution ring going on at the theater, maybe. I don't really know. But yeah, all in all, I literally just started chapter 3. I didn't want to jump into it. We've had friends, here and there throughout the tail end of this week. So I didn't want to jump deep into it. And I didn't jump into it today because we were doing some other business and whatnot. But I'm definitely going to be getting back into it because I need to see where the story goes. I'm curious. I needed to dive into it uninterrupted, where I know I don't have to stop and yada yada, and I can But basically, all the people, London comes in, they get a cool trailer. Everybody gets a cool trailer, a cool like promo for the Olympics, for the whatever you want to call it, the combat revenue, whatever, blah blah, whatever name they have for it. And then it's like, and to our host, the Tokyo Flower Division, and it just shows our picture, and they're like, all right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. And we're like, what the fuck, man? Everybody else gets a cool like trailer and you just show our picture and then cut us off. And they're like, and so now the team's fired up and like, we're going to win because they disrespected us.
They have over twice the amount of people. How could they not win?
I don't know. Apparently, and then it, in the game throws you stuff, little pieces here and there. And they're like, now you get to do team attacks. And I'm like, oh, well, we're about to go in and wreck somebody because we have team attacks and there's 5 of us and there's 2 other people. But I think combat wise, it might end up just being 2v2. So I'm not sure about that. Like I said, I just saw the first cutscene and got to the first part where we're going through and meeting all the other contestants like, hi, welcome to our country. Thank you for coming to the Olympics or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know the actual real world equivalent to this, but I hope that every girl ends up getting a chapter. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But the story is definitely not unfolding the way I thought it was going to be, which is nice because it's not predictable and it's just.
Can you tell how much I'm enjoying this?
You look dead inside. You look like you are not enjoying it whatsoever. That's all I have to say about Software Wars. Play it if you want. Check it out. It's interesting. If you like really weird games, you look so sad and distraught.
I'm kind of sleepy now.
Oh, man. Is it really that boring to you?
I was kind of sleepy before.
Should have had some coffee.
No, I don't want to drink coffee at 10 o'clock.
That's true. Well, I've been also playing a lot of Runeterra. Jumped back into that with the new pirate lore and stuff that they have going on. Built sea monsters. Man, I love that deck. Such a good deck. Actually climbed all the way to Silver 3 with that.
Oh, man.
Now I just got to wait till, I play more.
You excited to open up your boxes tomorrow?
Dude, yeah, I'm really curious about what I'm going to pull. This is the most boxes I've ever gathered up.
You get a bunch of stuff if you get all the max tier or whatever.
Okay, yeah. For those of you that don't know or unfamiliar, Runeterra, when you play a lot, you get experience, and you can it automatically applies that experience to a plethora of loot boxes where you can get different cards and different materials to craft cards in the game, and you get that on Tuesday every week. So it's pretty sweet for people that are free to play when it comes to that game. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the Sea Monster deck. I like there's still a couple decks that I want to build with the new cards that came out. But all in all, it added a lot of good mechanics to the game. Nothing feels super busted. It just takes a little bit to figure out what cards do what. But all in all, I like the expansion. And of course, I'm pretty hyped for Apex Legends.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that a little later in the episode. I've been playing a lot of that too. I'm actually at the max +2, whatever that means.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting a bunch of stuff tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can craft a couple more decks. I'm super excited about that. I'm a couple cards off a couple decks, so
yeah,
I'll probably be able to finish those. And so I will look forward to doing that throughout the week. But also, if I can move my microphone a little bit. Yeah, I finished playing the what's it called? It's
Plague: A Tale of Innocence.
A Tale of Innocence, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, I made you beat it. He's like, I can't beat it. And
You
I was
didn't
like,
make me beat it.
I was like, no.
I was like 20 minutes still beating it, and I just couldn't beat this guy. And I ended up figuring out that basically, it still took me a few times, but after I figured out what you were supposed to do, it took me like 2 or 3 tries. And before that, it had taken me like 10 tries. I was getting so mad because I was so close to beating this damn game. Basically, at the end, you just have to run back and forth to dodge something several times, and then that's kind of the gist of the last boss fight or whatever. I think that game is good. It's a little too long. It's got a few things that are kind of janky that don't work exactly right, especially like the slingshot works maybe 90% of the time, but that 10%, it can definitely get on your nerves, especially when you're using it a lot. But I definitely recommend it. Very, very pretty. Great voice acting, especially the French. I played it in French. The story is great. I think that it's actually pretty original, too, because it's based in, like, 14th century France or something, which you don't see often.
Oh, that's cool.
I highly recommend it. The characters are good. It goes to some unexpected places. And, yeah, if you like kind of a historical, puzzle-esque walking simulator type, because it's not really a walking simulator, but it's more of a walking simulator. It's more of a walking simulator than like Uncharted.
Okay, yeah. Watching you play a little bit here and there, I don't know why I thought it was a Metroidvania side scroller.
I don't either.
I think I was confusing it with another.
What do you mean
game.
you watched me play? How did you watch me play it at all and think it was a side scroller?
I think just hearing you talk about it and not really paying attention to it, and then finally actually looking at what you were playing and connecting the gameplay with the name, I think I just put the name of the game on another game you were playing. The one where it's like dark and moody and it's a Metroidvania and I think there's cards maybe and you die a lot. I can't remember what it is.
Cards?
There might not be cards. The characters die a lot. It's like in the 18th, it's older century game.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
It's okay.
But
I'll just have to look
okay.
on your computer and be like, that's the game.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the game. I would definitely recommend it if you like that type of game. But that's really the only thing substantial that I played. I did want to mention that I re-downloaded Half-Life. Hopefully the crowbar actually spawns in this time, and I won't have to get frustrated for the dumbest. I walked around like an hour the last time I tried to play it, and before I figured out that this essential item just didn't spawn in.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while. Hopefully they fixed it. They're always putting out random patches for that game here and there.
And then I also, with the recent release of Gears Tactics, I decided I'm going to try the Gears franchise. So I downloaded Gears of War, the first one, today. I'm excited to jump into that. I was always more of a Halo guy. I never really played Gears of War, so I am excited to jump into that. I have one friend that's super, super big into Gears of War. So I'm excited to. He has a pretty good record of having a good opinion about stuff like that. So I'm excited to jump into that, and then probably, if it's good, work my way through all 5 plus Gears Tactics.
Nice, that's awesome. I've heard good things about Gears. So
yeah, I've pretty much only heard good
it.
things. I've never really heard anything bad from anybody about it.
Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it. You'll only have to let us know what you think of the journey.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's move on to some leaks and sneak peeks, though. The first up from IGN. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be shorter than its predecessor. Thank God.
Thank goodness. That is going to be awesome. They didn't actually give us a number, but they did say on Twitter, quote, FYI won't be the longest or biggest game in this series. They addressed the criticism on this one, so it's good they actually told us, because people were kind of curious about, where's it going to stack up to the other Assassin's Creed? Where's it going to stack up to Odyssey? And I could not see myself jumping back into a game that was as big and as deep as Odyssey. That game is so long and so meaty.
Yeah, I like that game. I've spoken multiple times on this podcast about my problems with it, but I think at the base of it, it's a good game. But I just don't think every game. I know a lot of people disagree with me. I don't think the length of a game has anything to do with its quality. I don't think every game needs to be an open world game, which I'm sure this is going to be open world. But I don't think every game needs to be 70, 80 plus hours.
True. Moving forward with some of the information they released in the article, the creative director did say that the game would feature a Norway region as well as 4 English kingdoms, making up, quote, a quite large chunk of England.
Okay, yeah, I know last week we talked about about it was going to be in Norway and England, but I guess we know now that it's going to be big, but maybe not as big as some of the previous ones, especially Odyssey.
If I had to 100% speculate, pull a number out of thin air, I'm probably thinking this game's probably going to be around the 40-hour mark. Probably. If I had to guess, that's just me 100% speculation, pulling a number out of thin air.
I have no idea.
Just throwing that out there, just being curious. I still can't decide if I want to play this or not.
I mean, I'm definitely curious. I think that the last 2 Assassin's Creeds have had a lot going for them, and I think this seems like it's going to be that, except not as big, which definitely interests me. And Vikings is a very interesting topic.
I do really like Vikings. I don't know how I feel about the secret blade in his wrist.
It's a little weird, but I can get over it. It's a video game at the end of the day.
I know. I really wish it was an axe instead. That'd be much cooler. Just a little.
I'm sure you can get an axe.
Dude, that'd be sweet. Axe attachment, hidden axe attachment. I'd be down for that.
All right, this next piece of news. There's not really a lot of meat on the bone here, but I thought I would want to mention it because I know a lot of people want this to happen. This is coming from none other than PC Gamer. According to them, they're citing a French site, Act 2 Gaming, a subsidiary of Activision called Vicarious Visions, is working on a remaster scheduled for the 4th quarter of this year called Diablo 2 Resurrected. Act 2's editor has called the Diablo 4 Shadowlands and Overwatch 2 announcements shortly before they were made public, so they have some sort of a insider knowledge, I guess you'd call it.
Nice, that'd be sweet. I haven't played Diablo 1 or Diablo 2, but I thoroughly enjoyed back in the day when we played Diablo 3.
Diablo 3 is amazing.
Yeah.
I think that I saw on at least the British UK, or it might have just been Europe, like the eShop. I think it's like $30 on the eShop right now or something.
Wow, that's awesome.
So yeah, if you're interested in that, that's an amazing deal.
Yeah, it really is.
Also, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I saw it was like $30 on the European. I was about to go buy it right then, and then I realized it was only in the Europe eShop, and I was brokenhearted.
That sucks, man. Wish it was global, man. Because I've never seen that game on sale, and I want to play it.
Yeah, never games. It's always $60. It's like a 4 or 5 plus year old game, and it's still $60.
They know the Donkey Kong people. Even if you don't love Donkey Kong, or even if you like Donkey Kong, you'll probably drop 60 bones for that.
It's not Donkey Kong. It's Nintendo. All their games.
I know. I was just talking about it in general. But yeah, I mean, I loved the first 3 Donkey Kongs. They were awesome, and I really want to play that one. I just haven't put out the $60 for it yet.
You didn't seem to like Donkey Kong as much as that.
Yeah, it's
Go look up Donkey Kong on YouTube.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. All right, next story. We got some news from Mafia, that game series that came with Mafia 3. I just forgot about it.
I'm not gonna lie. There's this mobile game that's something Mafia. When I saw this tweet, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
Not that Mafia, Jordan.
I was like, "We're going off the deep end. We're covering a mobile Mafia game anyway."
No. The Mafia made by Hangar 13, I think.
I think I played the third one. Sorry, the first one.
Okay, the third one's the third one that came out a few years ago that I forgot about.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently they had not tweeted in a long time. And this is a non-story really, but they just tweeted out recently yesterday. No, wait, what? The heck? On May the 10th, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
They tweeted out one word: family. We know the Mafia is all about the family.
Yeah, and the
Mafia and Vin Diesel.
That's right, family. You ain't gotta have blood to be family.
La Familia.
There you go. Also, it was 2 years of just silence before they tweeted that out. But the next thing they ended up tweeting out was the word power. So who knows what this is teasing? Right now, they're just kind of getting there.
Oh, shit. I just knocked the piss out of my laptop.
Now they're just kind of throwing out teasers here and there.
Yeah, according to Destructoid, actually, there has been what they're calling a flurry of whispers about a Mafia 2 and 3 definitive editions. It would be kind of, I mean, I guess there's definitive editions for everything nowadays. Apparently, there's been, on Taiwan's video games rating board, there's been a lot of whispers and whatnot.
Okay, cool. I know a lot of people enjoy these games. I think like I said previously, the only one I ever played was the first one. I remember always kind of combining this and the Yakuza series together, even though I'm sure they're really different. I do that a lot with things. I'm like, these two are kind of similar. Put them together. For the I talked about this previously on another episode, forgot which one. For the longest time, I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn because I got it confused with No Man's Sky.
Yeah. I can't describe how little sense that makes.
I know. It doesn't. I don't know how it happened, but I ended up playing Horizon Zero Dawn and loving it. So just if you're confused about something or think something's true, Google it because it might be a lie.
Google is your friend.
And our final bit of news for our leaks and sneak peeks is going to be covering a new studio called Gravity Well, and this is going to be coming to you through us from GameSpot. And it's going to be having two of the founders from Respawn, Drew McCoy and John Slothy Shearing, as its founders.
Yeah, they help make such games as Titanfall, Apex Legends. Apparently, oh crap, that's the second time I've knocked my mic. Modern Warfare 4, is that right?
Yeah. Essentially...
no, I'm sorry. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That's the first one.
Yeah. Man, video game names are confusing sometimes. They started this studio because of COVID-19, but they, working from home and stuff, so they can kind of just start slowly figuring out things and trickling stuff out. But
what kind of games are they trying to make? Does it say?
Yeah, it gets into that later in the article, but they do say they do plan to establish a formal studio space in the future. McCoy mentions how, quote, "We take team health as an absolute top priority. That means we are anti-crunch. That means good compensation. That means everyone at Gravity Wells has creative freedom because when someone else makes all the decisions, the work isn't fun and the end product isn't as good," end quote. So that's kind of his, not call to arms, but I guess just his feelings about the direction he wants to take the studio and everything.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure what a lot of that means. And I mean, I do think that the crunch culture is overblown. But even if it's not, I still think that sounds kind of PR talky, what he just said.
Yeah, he goes on to talk about how that McCoy and, Shearing goes on to talk about how him and McCoy both weren't happy with how larger teams were kind of treated development, like speed-wise and development, and that at this particular studio, they're aiming to hire between 80 and 85 employees.
I mean, if you got 1,000 people working on the game, they're going to expect you to get it out quicker. I mean, it's only natural.
Yeah, exactly. But they do speak about how they don't necessarily say the type of games. They do just generically say, quote, bold new ideas exclusively for next-gen hardware and PCs.
Yeah, so that's basically the only thing we know is there's a new studio from some of the creators of Titanfall, Apex Legends, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah, their main...
Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare.
Their main statement is they aim to develop AAA games without any crunch. That's their big thing.
Good luck. All right, moving on to the new games. First up we have here is going to be the new Apex season is going to be out as you're listening to this. Is that correct, Jordan?
Yep, it's going to be out coming at the 12th, and it comes with, I think, a new cutscene you can watch before you jump into the game, some more stuff that you can happily check out on YouTube. But the biggest thing is Loba is going to be in the game. The newest character, she's from, I guess, Revenant's past. And
she's the girl whose parents he killed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he is the girl. She is the girl that, like Ryan said, her parents got murdered by Revenant. Just kind of give you a brief overview of her abilities and such. Respawn is describing her as a high society thief. Kind of her little backstory of all that. Her abilities are focused around stealing and teleportation. Her tactical ability is Burglar's best friend, which kind of think of like Sombra's translocator in Overwatch. They say it's a quick teleport that she throws her bracelet and then teleports to where the bracelet lands and then picks it up.
Okay.
And then her next one is going to be like her her actual ability is going to be called Eye for Quality. It's an X-ray vision type of ability where you can see epic gear and higher.
Her passive is that?
Sorry, no, that's her actual ability. Her passive is the. Sorry, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's her passive.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, right.
For the teleportation to be your passive.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, her passive is Eye for Equality, where she can have X-ray vision through walls to see. I think it's epic and above gear, so epic and legendary and special stuff like that. And then her ultimate is Black Market Boutique, where she puts her staff in the ground and places a portal device that scans the surrounding area.
Okay, so that is going to be her ultimate.
Mm-hmm, yep, and allows you to cycle through nearby loot, regardless of rarity, to select and any friendly or enemy legend within the range will be able to do it as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad that's her ultimate. I wasn't sure if that was just an ability, like her E or whatever, or if it was an ultimate. That'd be crazy if that was just an ability, though.
Yeah, the title of this new season is Fortune's Favor, and like I said, it comes with a new battle pass, a new game mode called Quest, as well as and some PvE stuff, and and some weekly missions that are called hunts. And I think there's those all tie together, and you end up getting treasure and stuff. And I don't think the treasure's like loot. I'm not really sure if I remember all correctly, but it's one of those things where you get it, and they do say that every legend is getting a new story beat. Like you get a new kernel of information for all the legends during this season, how they're all connected, sort of a thing, and you get to see they specifically said you get to see their lives outside of the games.
Okay,
which is pretty interesting.
She sounds interesting, or her lore. I like her very kind of almost Batman-esque lore with the death of her parents, and I don't know how much I like her design-wise. I haven't looked at her that much, but as far as abilities, that sounds cool. That sounds like I'm scared that might promote kind of the turtle gameplay that's already the only possible way to play in high tiers. You can, like, if you go out, you die immediately in high tiers, which is already possibly a problem. But I think for the most people, it's not going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, the high players are going to do what the high players are going to do. That meta is going to be completely different from what you and I play in. I will say that I like the fact they're putting out different legends that come up with different game plans, so to speak. I would like to see all the legends kind of be on even playing field, so to speak.
That's literally impossible. That doesn't even make sense.
Like an even playing field as far as, like one not being better than the other.
I knew what you meant.
I really just I don't know. I guess I just want to see more.
How would that even be possible, though?
I do not know. It is not my job to figure it out.
I literally don't think
it's just a wish.
I think no, I don't think that's possible. I think it would be incredibly boring as well.
Yeah, I just like seeing the different comps, like a Watson with a Mirage and, something different. I guess I could just ask my friends to play different stuff. Maybe. I don't know.
Wow, you're going to bully your friends into playing?
Yeah.
I'm just screwing with you.
Got to bully my friends into playing what I want.
But yeah, maybe I'll jump back in, Eric, and pull myself away from Valorant, and or I don't know, maybe I'll go play Destiny 2. I don't know. You never know with all this. I got a lot of time on my hands. Is that really all for that?
That's really stuff. That's really it. There's tons of other people that have done deep dives on exactly what everything is, but that's all really we can speak to it because they've only released so much information. We won't know the nitty gritty of everything until we jump into it and actually play the season. And obviously, we'll give you some information here or there, and if there's anything that's super mega crazy, we'll let you know.
All right. Next up, you can go grab Halo 2 on PC, and I believe this includes Steam now.
Yep. Super Mega Baseball 3, which made me kind of want to play it.
Oh, really?
Randomly, it looks like a okay game.
You want to play a baseball game that's not the show?
You know me, man. I got a special taste.
Oh, yeah.
Got a special taste. It's going to be available May 13th on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Steam.
Deep Rock Galactic, that's a name, is going to be available on May the 13th on Steam and Xbox One.
And the final thing is Star Wars Fallen Order got some free DLC.
That's like 6 months after launch. So weird.
Yeah, it came out.
Or maybe more than that.
It came out, surprise, surprise, on May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh,
Star
yeah,
Wars
of
holiday.
course.
You can get an Inquisitioner outfit. You can now get a red lightsaber. And I think some new whatever the droid's name in that game is.
I can't remember. I still need to play that game.
You can get some of those new outfits for that. And I think some new ponchos. And I think there's another like quest and stuff you can do.
But the main thing is you can go be an edgelord with a red lightsaber.
That's right. And an Inquisitor outfit. So,
Oh, I think they might be cool. I can't remember.
Think like Kylo Ren style outfit. That's kind of what it is.
Interesting.
So,
all right, well, go get your Star Wars on, you nerds. Next up, let's go into the news. First up, we got some inside Xbox news. Last week, Microsoft hailed their Nintendo Direct like inside Xbox, and while the reception was mixed to say the least, there were some new announcements. The following is a list of Xbox games announced as described by GameSpot, many of which include the smart delivery feature Microsoft has been touting. The smart delivery feature is it's whatever is it optimizes for the Xbox 3 the one we have now. What's it called?
Xbox One. It
Xbox One.
optimizes for what system it's
Yes,
going to be on.
thank you. Hold on, I gotta fix something real quick.
Okay.
And okay, there we go. So first up is Bright Memory Infinite. That's going to be a frenetic first-person shooter set in a futuristic world that also happens to contain powerful Spartan warriors. The protagonist has a zipline tool, as well as access to speedy vehicles. The game was created by a single person at FYQD Studio in China. I just watched. Oh, son of a bitch! We gotta fix. I gotta stop knocking my computer. Wait, which one is? Oh yes. This is the one that you thought was Crysis.
I thought it was Crysis, and then what did you think it was after Crysis? You thought it was a maybe we both thought it was Crysis. Anyway,
no, I didn't think it was Crysis. I made a joke about it being Apex Legends or Titanfall because you can run on a wall.
Yeah, this game looks sweet. I was impressed by the trailer, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, BT Dubs made by one guy," and you're like, "Oh,
that's insane!" I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that is amazing.
It looks great too.
I'm not a Crysis boy.
It's not Crysis.
I know. I'm just saying that.
Why did you think it was Crysis? By the way,
I don't. The trailer started and I was thinking
Crysis.
I was like, this has some Crysis vibes to it. It's just random. Yeah, this game looks sweet. Go check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. I'm grateful that I have Game Pass and Xbox controller. I still am thinking about getting one of those new Xbox though.
Oh really?
To have the Prime.
I highly doubt I get it. I mean, I might, but I highly doubt it. I just don't see any reason to get it if you have a PC. But you never know. Yeah, I think it's a very hyper violent. It's almost I compare it to a hyper violent futuristic, or that's already futuristic. It's kind of like a hyper violent, toned down, depressing version of Titanfall.
Yeah, it's
without Titans.
Yeah, check it out because it goes from
you're fighting like samurai and you have a gun
and a grappling
and they
hook.
have a sword.
It's real crazy.
If that last sentence didn't get you, I don't know. Go watch the trailer for it.
Exactly.
The trailer's super cool.
Chorus, a world premiere for the space combat game Chorus, was shown during this presentation. Clips of the gameplay were brief, but the protagonist appears to have a unique connection to her vehicle, and we can see the planet disintegrating.
Okay, so this game, it almost looks like if you took like Control and Star Fox and combined them, and also the movie Stealth or whatever from like 2005.
Yeah.
With Jessica Biel and Jamie Foxx, I think.
Oh yeah, they were both in that movie.
Not a good movie.
No, it wasn't. I had that on UMD. I watched the crap out of it.
I cannot imagine spending UMD money on on stealth.
I begged for it, man. I watched it until it died.
Oh, it's not good.
No, and then I thought, man, UMDs are stupid. Why did I waste my money on this?
Even GameStop stopped taking them.
I
But
really did.
maybe the game will be better than the movie.
You know, I'm not one for, sexualizing everything, but I feel like her ship is gonna be like, hey man, I love you.
It's got some Avatar vibes.
Yeah,
Not the Last Airbender.
Blue people vibes.
The weird
where
sex
it's
horse.
just, I don't know, just the way she touched her ship and it like came all close.
That's when I got stealth vibes.
I was like,
Like,
man.
oh man, that's like 5. I was like, I don't know, 5. I wasn't 5. I was young. I was really young when the movie came out. And like 5 minutes in, I'm like, the ship's the bad guy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, this kind of like this reminds me of Star Fox with the girl, and I was like, this gives me Control vibes. And then she was like, ship, rub your
ship
nose, whatever.
Rub your ship penis against my face.
Yeah, so I guess, man.
All right, next, let's move past that. Next up, Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Paradox Interactive, Hard Suit Labs, and World of Darkness presented a new trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. They showed off a twisting world, fast-paced combat, and the freedom you'll have to shape its setting to your whim. Couldn't say the word setting for a second.
When I first saw this, I wasn't paying attention to the title, and I kind of moved past the creepy part of the trailer.
You mean the very beginning?
Yeah, with the puppets
With like
and
the
stuff.
fish hooks and the Joker faces.
And I thought, okay, yeah, whatever. Or maybe it's just like I'm
surprised you didn't get like We Happy Few vibes or something.
No, I really legit thought for a hot, probably minute, that this was some kind of adult expansion for The Sims.
It's very much not. But they announced this like over a year ago.
I know. I just
you
forgot
didn't see
about
the title. That's what you said.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I was just watching it on one of my friends was reviewing them and going over them and stuff on Twitch. So I was watching that and I was like, oh, dude, this Sims expansion would be badass. And then I was like, wait, Sims already has vampires. I bet this is the vampire game. And
it was.
It is. So, I mean, is saying it looks like The Sims, is that a bad thing, a good thing? I'll let you
I don't think it looks like The Sims. I think
there was one scene that I was like, these look like Sims.
I'm excited for this game. I know people love the first one. It does a bunch of decision making, and it's a very deep RPG. And I know this one supposedly looks like it's going to add fast-paced combat, which is very interesting. So I definitely have my eye on this. I know it got delayed until further into this year sometime. So I guess I have to wait a little bit longer at least.
I guess so. Call of the Sea, a bright and yet colorful mysterious adventure game. Call of the Sea sees a woman searching for Harry. It takes place in the 30s in the South Pacific and is filled with plenty of secrets and discovery.
Yeah, this game, there wasn't very much to go on. It's super pretty, super kind of pastel colors, almost water, what's it called, water paint or whatever.
Water pastels, watercolors.
Yeah, watercolors, very, looked like kind of an adventure style game.
When I saw it, it reminded me of something, but now that I want to speak about it, I can't remember what it was.
It almost reminded me of, one of the things, it reminded me of a couple things, of that new game coming from Rare.
Which one was that?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know.
It's out of my catalog right now,
but
man.
It reminded me of very like color. I think the colors are what reminded me of.
The colors spark some stuff in my
very
brain.
Very colorful.
And maybe it'll trigger later for me.
Looks like it's probably gonna have some like walking simulator type vibes.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, definitely.
I like throwing those in every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I played damn, what's the name of the one I played last week? Firewatch. And then I played this Plague Tale game back to back, and Plague Tale isn't really a walking simulator, but it's definitely inspired by them.
Yeah.
So I like them, but I mean, I think playing basically 2 back to back, especially when one was like 15 hours long, was a little bit of a mistake. But yeah, I like them. I love like The Walking Dead, and those are more adventure game than walking simulator, but they share DNA.
True. I like keeping my eye out for this because especially with the upcoming list of insane games we have coming up, Last of Us 2, Cyberpunk,
etc.
It'll be nice to be able to throw in, a palate cleanser, a mind scrub here and there.
Next up, a game called The Ascent. A cyberpunk game with mechs, slaves, and workers in a rundown city. Descent is an isometric shooter with science fiction abilities and appears to be similar to Diablo, Alienation, and Warhammer 40k Inquisition Martyr.
This, I saw this and I was instantly not interested at all.
Yeah, I'm not really interested. If you're interested in that type of game, I would just rather play the Diablo 3.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Ascent.
Yeah, if you like cyberpunk type stuff and you like the isometric type games, maybe go check out the trailer. It's got a little bit of cyberpunk vibe, or cyberpunk 2077 vibe. Obviously, they're both cyberpunk
Yeah.
games, but at the same time, I just kind of wanted to go play either Diablo or cyberpunk.
Exactly.
Of course, I can't play the former or the latter.
Yeah.
But I can play the former, and instead of spending my money on that, I could, and then Diablo 4 is coming out. There's a lot of competition.
There really is. The Medium trailer began with a woman getting an ultrasound on her unborn baby before shifting to her praying inside an empty church. She appears to be hallucinating as it is briefly turns demonic and ventures out into the cold. The game will be available this holiday season. This game looks spooky as fuck.
It definitely has some. It's definitely some kind of a horror game. I don't know if it's survival horror, if it's more adventure game, or if it's more,
I get some adventure horror game vibes.
I'm hoping it's more survival horror than adventure.
Yeah. I guess when
I don't want another Until Dawn. I don't think.
I guess when I say adventure, I mean survival. In my I don't consider this like a. I can't think of the game. I don't know where my brain went this episode. It's just gone. Anyway,
well, what are you talking about?
I'm just. I wanted to compare it to like a what do you consider Red Dead? Is that like an adventure horror game, or is that more survival horror?
Red Dead's not horror at all.
Did I say Red Dead? Resident Evil.
That's a survival horror game.
Okay, then yeah, I'd put it in that genre. That's the vibe I got from the trailer. I'm going to keep my eye on this. I don't play a lot of spooky horror games, mostly because I just don't. I don't know why I don't. I think I'd rather play something that's...
You too scared?
No, man, I ain't scared.
You scared? Are you scared?
I ain't scared. But yeah, this definitely, I was like, man, this is kind of creepy, spooky.
Okay, I'm going to say something that's going to put some people off with this game.
Okay.
I got Murdered Soul Suspect vibes from this game. And while that's not the greatest thing in the world, it's a game that came out early on in the PS4's life cycle where, I guess spoilers if you don't want to know anything about it, but like at the very beginning of the game, your character dies, gets murdered, and you're a detective, but you were a detective before you died. And basically you come back as a ghost and try to figure out who killed you.
Okay, cool.
And I think that the game was not great by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that there was something very, very cool about it, and I think that the game could have been fantastic, and I think that maybe this could be as well.
That made me think of, did we ever get any more information on that game? This is going to be super out there. I don't remember who makes it, or if I don't even think it's out yet. It's like a 2-dimensional, maybe it's 3-dimensional. Anyway, I think you play a cop and you're in a time loop and there's murder and you got to keep going back over and over and over. It's like
You know what, that Arcane Studios game?
Yeah. Is that out yet?
No, they just announced it last year at E3, so no.
Okay. That venture of Journey of Thoughts made me think about that, and it popped in my head, and I was like, I wonder where that... I wanted to play that.
I'm sure it'd be great. Arcane is one of my favorite studios.
So I'm going to keep my eye out for that.
Man, this lined up perfectly. Go ahead and read the next one, because this is definitely up your alley.
Scarlet Nexus. A trailer for Scarlet Nexus from Bandai Namco features enemies called, quote, the Others, who can't hurt with traditional means, who can't be hurt for traditional means. Trees are sprouted from their heads, and only with special psionic powers.
That would be psionic.
Thank you. Telekinetic powers. Can the OSF...
That's a T. That's an F. I'm an idiot.
Organization save the world.
Okay, what'd you think about this?
Astral Chain vibes.
Yeah, it definitely has Platinum Game vibes.
Yeah, Astral Chain vibes. I saw this and my first thought was, I don't want to play this.
Really? I think it looks fun.
I was like, I don't want to play this.
You don't like hack and slash games?
I like hack and slash. I think I don't know.
It's a very, very Japanese style hack and slash with Persona-esque villains.
And it might be because I'm currently in a Japanese style game currently.
Yeah, but that's not a hack and slash, is it?
No, not at all. I think it's just because I'm in that universe now and I want something different after that. Not saying this is coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, this seems like it's going to be probably a ways away.
But, at this moment in time, my headspace was not interested. Does that mean that I'll probably get it later? Maybe. I do find myself in that wheelhouse of playing at least a couple of those Japanese style games.
I think that this is definitely one to keep your eye out.
Yeah, I definitely need to play more games that came out this year because we were talking the other day and I was like, man, Soccer Wars is pretty banging. I think it's the favorite game I played this year. And I was like, wait a minute. Have I played any other 2020 games?
I swear, man, I really, really, really want to play, especially Doom, Eternal, and Resident Evil 3. I've got to play those games.
I think if I remember correctly, Doom Eternal's on sale on PS4, right? PS4 and Xbox One right now.
I ain't playing no FPS. What am I, a scrub? I gotta have that mouse and keyboard.
If you're a scrub and you want to save a couple extra coins, check out your PS4, Xbox stores and see if Doom Eternal's on sale there. Check it out.
All right, we got one more thing? Yeah, okay, so this next thing, let me move my PC. I don't have a PC in my lap, that's a laptop. Second Extinction is a new first-person shooter from Avalanche Studios. Earth is fallen and dinosaur creatures roam free. With a squad of players, you can take back the planet and slaughter the invaders.
I was hyped for this until I saw that the same people that made Generation Zero made this game. And I thought, damn.
It is that Avalanche? Because there's two Avalanche Studios.
I looked it up and added it to my wish list and followed it on Steam because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. It's the same studio. Yep, same developers.
But I think that they have made good games.
Maybe. As far as on Steam, they got this game, Generation Zero, and another game I don't even remember right now. They got 3 games on Steam. So I don't know how that's speaking to them. Don't really know. I really looking through the trailer, I was like, okay, that's the same mob we saw before. And then I was like, okay, there's a T-Rex. That's cool. Velociraptor. Okay, cool. I was really glad it's not just the same dinosaur over and over and over. It did give me some hop in with your buddies, Left 4 Dead vibes, just kill some hordes, hang out, have some fun. Not saying it's going to be the Left 4 Dead.
I thought this was Turok. When this first came,
I'd totally be
I was like, holy shit, a brand new AAA Turok.
I'd be okay with that too. That game was badass.
That would be amazing. When I was a kid, my mom's like, you can't play Turok, it's too violent.
Oh, dude, we got that game on Twitch. I need to play that game.
Oh, yeah, I downloaded it. I need to play it.
I need to play that.
Like, oh, wait, it's bad, probably.
I never got to play it. I just
really, I played it. I just kind of snuck around and played it a little bit as a kid, but mainly I watched my older brother play it.
Yeah, I just like dinosaurs and shooting shit. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's apparently it's a comic book too.
Mm-hmm,
it's in the Valorant universe, I think. Valiant. I think maybe that might be wrong though.
You're right. Yeah.
But it's definitely a comic book.
Yes.
So if you like Turok, maybe you'll like this.
Yeah.
And who the hell doesn't like Turok?
That's right. I have my hopes up for this. Well, not a lot, but a little.
It looks fun at the very. It looks like good dumb fun.
It does. But the only thing with good dumb fun is convincing your poor gamer friends to purchase it.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Okay, and these alongside Dirt 5, Madden 2021, AC Valhalla, I definitely spelled that wrong, and Yakuza Like a Dragon are all coming to an Xbox near you. Microsoft has announced it will continue to do these types of presentations through the rest of the year.
Hell yeah, kudos to Microsoft for pumping this out. I thought it was awesome. I could watch it in my pajamas and
yeah, it's also it's nice to know that Yakuza Like a Dragon is coming to Xbox.
That made me happy because after I play, I don't want to hold myself to anything, but in the future, I plan on playing Yakuza 0. And I don't know where Yakuza Like a Dragon falls in their timeline.
Probably play it last, I would assume.
Yeah, probably. But all I know is Yakuza has some epic fights, and it seems like a pretty fun game. So
I'm glad it looks like they're trying to make another push towards the Japanese market, or at least the people who play Japanese games with Scarlet Nexus and Yakuza.
Yeah, which I'm definitely okay with. We need that every once in a while, you know?
I mean, I have a PlayStation 4 and a Switch and a PC, but there are people who only have an Xbox.
That's true.
I wouldn't be that surprised if Like a Dragon came to Game Pass.
Dude, I'm waiting. Every time a new game is announced, I'm like, where that Game Pass logo?
Right. I wish that they'd start putting it on there.
Because
then if a game comes to, but those are just first party games, comes to Xbox, then it kind of seems random, but I'm sure they have a reason to the madness. And then the last bit of news. One of the common complaints about Switch is one of the biggest game companies, EA, has been all but absent from the console. According to an earnings call reported on by IGN, that seems to be changing in the coming year. In the call, it is revealed that EA plans on releasing no less than 14 titles in the next fiscal year. Not much is known about what these 14 games will be, except there will be some sports titles, a Command & Conquer reboot or remaster, and a Burnout remaster, plus some mobile games. While many claim to hate the company, it's hard to argue against the results from many studios the company owns. I said company twice there.
That's okay. You let them know that EA is a company for sure. I don't hate it. Excuse me. I don't hate EA.
That's funny because
that's why I got choked up.
I think did you take that part out when you were talking about EA?
I can't probably.
I think you deleted it.
I probably took it out. Yeah, I never played a lot of Command. Maybe I did play Command and Conquer. I can't remember.
I definitely have not.
I can't remember. You know, I've done so much stuff when it comes to video games. I can't remember all of it. Okay, I do know for a fact that Burnout's badass.
Oh yeah, Burnout's great. I mean, this could be. Obviously, people would be excited because this could mean anything from Skate to Dragon Age.
I think Skate would do well on the Switch.
I think the Skate would do well on the PS4. They haven't released a Skate on the PS4.
Yeah, we got Dirt Rally 4 though.
They got Dirt Rally 5 coming out, baby.
Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, I wish they'd do a Skate 4. I'd play it. I like Skate 3 a lot.
A lot of people did. I always liked the Pro Skater series more. By the time Skate kind of rolled around, I wasn't really. That was after Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, I believe, and I was kind of moving away from those types of games.
I got Skate 3 just to hang out in a Discord call and kick it with a friend.
You got Skate 3 a long time after it came out.
Oh yeah, I got Skate 3 when the probably when the PS4 was out.
Oh wow!
Like
on the PS3 or
yeah, on PS3.
Okay.
Yeah. Man,
I know. Apparently, anytime EA posts an Instagram post or something, there'll be a bunch of people saying, "Where's Skate 4? Where's Skate 4?"
Yeah,
to the point that's a meme now.
Yeah, people love Skate, man. EA has a lot of titles that I think will do well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Mass Effect are good. I think they have some smaller titles that would do good. Obviously, I said Dragon Age, Skate.
Yeah, Dragon Age would be cool on the Switch.
Yeah, Dragon Age. I love the first Dragon Age. Dragon Age 2 is good, but not as good. I think it's a bit underrated. And then Dragon Age Inquisition is also great.
Yeah, I watched a couple playthroughs of, I think, the second one. I haven't played any of the others myself or anything like that.
I think the first one's probably my favorite, but the other two are good too. And EA owns all kinds of stuff. They own...
Yeah.
I'm actually blanking. They own a bunch of stuff. Everyone knows EA owns a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what they own? Apex Legends. Apex Legends for Switch confirmed.
Why isn't it on the... This should be on the Switch.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll come to Switch 2021. Who knows?
I would not be surprised. And that's really it for the news, though. But we do have some Corona Corner to cover. First up, Paris Games Week has been canceled because of the coronavirus. Obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be in the Corona Corner. The French game show, sadly, just will not be taking place this year, at least from all the information we have as of now.
Yeah, man, it keeps taking things from us. It sucks.
Not really surprised.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Pretty much everything has been canceled.
Yeah, the Tokyo Game Show 2020 obviously has also been canceled, but luckily for us, access people to the internet. That was a weird way to say the sentence.
It's been moved to online.
Yeah, thank you. Online.
Dude, I saw some articles that were like, Tokyo Game Show has been canceled, and then you clickbait piece of shit. No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
Because then in the article, it's like, it's been moved online. It hasn't been canceled.
Yeah.
That was me slapping him.
It's like...
With my glove.
Yeah, dumbass. What do you... No way they're going to cancel this.
They're not dumbasses. They're smart because they got clickbait.
I know. We need to start...
They canceled Paris Games Week.
I know.
Why wouldn't they... They canceled E3.
That was dead on arrival.
That show makes millions of dollars every year.
I know. But damn, we need to start doing some clickbait titles.
I would never do that. Just move on to the next section. All right,
Okay.
move on.
Guerrilla Collective. Huge indie game showcase announced for June. You can check out all the goodies and stuff. It's going to be coming out on June 6th, which is going to be pretty legit. It's going to be, they promise news and announcements for every platform.
Yeah, so this is going to be like, this is going to be a part of IGN Summer of Gaming, and it's going to be more of the indie side. Is that right?
Yes, it's going to be produced alongside with Kind of Funny Games Showcase, and it's going to be hosted by Greg Miller.
It's going to have this is a full list of the publishers and developers involved. It's going to be 11-Bit Studios, Another Indie, Coffee Stain Studios, Fellow Traveler, Funcom, Good Shepherd Entertainment, Head Up, Humble Publishing, Larian Studios, Modern Wolf, Paradox Interactive, Raw Studio, Rebellion, Those Awesome Guys,
Hell yeah.
Thunderful, United Label, Versus Evil, Whitethorn Games, Wings Interactive, Yizbird Games, Zayum, and some of the games that you might recognize: Frostpunk,
Baldur's Gate 3,
there we go, In Other Waters, Mutant Year Zero, John Wick Hex,
Steam World Quest.
Bridge Constructor Portal, Temtem,
Yeah.
Divinity Original Sin,
Sniper Elite 4.
Monster Prom, there we go,
Yep.
Pillars of Eternity 2, The Banner Saga. So look forward to that. There's a bunch of potential games that could be announced.
A bunch of good. Curb stalking, the Corona Corner, far, far away from us. We got some deals to save you some pennies.
You skipped the Ubisoft thing.
Ah, shit.
Wow.
Rolling back.
Really screwing over the French today.
I really am, man. I'm sorry, Ubisoft. I called y'all EA earlier, and now I'm just forgetting to talk about you in the Corona style, which sucks. I'm sorry. Listen, Ubisoft, whatever you want to call them, is going to be doing a E3 style digital showcase for July.
Yeah, they put out a tweet on their official Twitter.
July 12th for Ubisoft Forward, which they are calling a full digital showcase with exclusive game news, reveals, and more. Stay tuned. ...
They got a lot of stuff that they have yet to reveal, or not just reveal, but release because of all that stuff they had to push back last year. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we got some more information on Watch Dogs Legion and Rainbow Six Quarantine. A couple more that I can't. There'll probably be a new Far Cry game announced or something. So look forward to that.
Sweetness. Okay, now moving on to the deals.
There we go.
To save you some pennies during this pension penny time. Epic Games gives away free games all the time. Check out that launcher if you want to get those games. The one you can get currently until May 14th is going to be Death Coming. And I can't tell you the other ones that are coming up the rest of this month because they have now changed it to where it just says coming soon and there's a countdown.
I do wonder if that's just going to be for the next game or if that's going to be the thing they do going forward.
I will say, to get Death Coming, I had to enable 2-step verification on my Epic account.
It's not worth it for Death Coming.
I know.
That'd be worth it for Batman Arkham Origins or something.
True.
No, it would be worth it for Batman Arkham Asylum, not Origins.
Yeah.
No hate to Origins.
I was
It's a
like,
good game. And then the last thing we got on the deals here is you can get a Game Pass Ultimate subscription for half off. Great deal. Go check that out.
Yeah. Also,
if you want.
On the same along the lines of Game Pass Ultimate, I saw a deal online. It might be the same thing you're actually talking about now. You can get 6 months for $45.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if this is the same thing or not.
Yep. You can check out our Twitter. That's going to be the show. If you want to check out the Twitter, interact with us, you're more than welcome to. Also, if you don't understand what I'm saying in this section of the show, because I go too fast or with this, that, the other, everything's going to be in the description. So, the podcast Twitter is going to be at Wannabe Podcast on Twitter. Ryan's Twitter is going to be at Ryan Divisions. My Twitter is going to be at Swaylock. You can follow the Instagram, which is at Wannabe Gaming. Email the show, questions, comments, anything like that. podcast@gmail.com. Yeah, wherever you're listening to this, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It helps us out, and you get notified every time there's a new episode. That'd be awesome. Also, if there's a review section wherever you're listening to, especially listening to this on iTunes or an Apple device, go ahead and just leave us a review. Let us know what you think about the show, and you can write whatever you want there. Just, put 5 stars. And you can write whatever you want. Be like, these 2 windbags do not know what they're talking about. 5 stars. Thank you very much. Also, continue to like and share the videos. Podcast. That's what this is.
Or the video.
Or the videos
on YouTube.
Yeah, or the videos on YouTube. It's
not as a video, though.
That's true. It's not
just
a video.
Just an MP3.
Yep, just a sound. Yeah, so keep interacting with us. We appreciate it. It's awesome. I mean, what else are you going to do during this quarantine time? You got to listen to something. So, thank you to Alicia for our artwork and the Heatley Brothers there we go. Said it correctly that time. For our intro outro music. And that is going to be all. Remember to stay safe and play on.